Okay, 2 minutes, let others join. We'll start. Yes, Kefir. Yeah, I'll explain. Okay, so you'll have to start doing your project, students. Last moment, you'll delay and take it up to last moment, you won't have time. Is it the same for all the sections, same topic, project? Okay. What was the topic, students? What was your topic? On the chapter. No, that was not the topic. Okay, what was second topic? Any topic? Okay. So shares in the sense share market. Is that the topic? Yeah, online you get 5 shares. Any company, students, Facebook, Instagram, or any companies. I think better formula is better, right? Okay. Oh, second project is fine. Yes, those. Yeah. First topic is compulsory, right? All the chapters formula you have to write with. Okay. So you don't have, if you're taking shares and dividend, you don't have to write heights and distance. Okay. Don't write shares and dividend. Okay, fine. Yeah. Good evening, students. Did you go through the recording yesterday's class? So, let me, because see the formula which I gave. Okay. See, what are the three things I told you, students? First, three things you have to remember in reflection chapter. If it is reflection on, in, or under x-axis, then which value is 0? Then which sign will change? Yes, y sign. You should remember even the opposite of this. Okay, reverse of this. Next, reflection in x-axis. X will be equal to 0, and which one will change? No, 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 not y. Whatever is 0, that x will change. Okay, basically x sign will change, then origin. For origin, both the sign will change. This is the basic concept. Mostly they'll give out of 4 or 5 marks question, 2 marks will be from this topic. Another 1 or 2 marks is for C. Apart from y is 0 and x is 0, they'll give you some value y is equal to 5 or x is equal to 5, y is equal to 3, x is equals to minus 2, any value like this. Okay, this is what I taught yesterday. So x is equals to 5. If x is given as 5, okay, take this, assume this as a, fine. Then they'll give you an object, actual image value, actual point value a, 5 comma 6. So whenever x value is given, the formula for this is whichever value is given. If x is given, minus x plus 2 into a comma y. Okay, y will not change because x value is given. Look here. See, does it make sense here? If x is 0, x will change. In the same time, if x value is given, minus x plus 2a y. If y value is given, for example, y is 3. Okay, take this as 3. Now, if y is given, y will have an extra value. X will remain as it is. See, same like this. Observe this. In place of minus x, minus y plus 2 into a. Okay, these are the two formulas. Now, how do you apply this formula? For this point, 5 comma 6, it lies in the first quadrant. You have to find its object. Okay, you have to find its object. Okay. Yeah, look at this, students. 5 comma 4 lies here at this point. Right? This is the actual object. Now, if x value is given, for example, x is given as 3. Okay, so what do you mean by x is 3? On x-axis, we need to draw a line. Okay, on x-axis like this. Imagine this is the mirror. Okay, this is the mirror. On x-axis, you have to draw a line. Now, if this is the mirror, where will this reflect? The object will reflect somewhere here, right? Okay, now look at this distance. From 3 to 5, what's the distance? 3 to 5? How come 3? 2 values, right? 2 units. So from this image, I mean from this mirror, if I take 2, 1 and 2, where does the image fall? So what's the answer? 1 comma 1 comma 4. This is how you actually solve whenever any value is given. Okay. Now, what if you use this formula? Look at this formula. It's very simple, but if you know the formula, you can plot complicated points. Not only easy like this, complicated. Look at this formula. I'll take 5 comma 4. See, keep this as x and this is y. If you use this formula, minus x plus 2a comma y. Minus, what is x value given? 5 plus 2 into, what is this x? No, not 4. This one. They'll give an extra value. What is that extra value? You have to take it as? You have to take it as a 3 comma y is 4. So if you solve this, 4 remain as it is. Minus 5 plus 3 2s are 6. Minus 5 plus 6 is 1 comma 4. Are we getting the answer? This is the calculation part. So in exam it is not mandatory. You don't have to calculate. You can just do using direct graph like this. Okay, just draw a line. Without graph, you can solve it like this using the formula. Joining late. Yes, how many times to tell you all students? Why do you all join late? Yeah, good evening. Yeah, why are you joining late, Anya? Okay, see, any topic you miss again, it is difficult. And I don't think you all will go through the recording. So this is what happens. Later you'll feel stuck. If I start solving, then later you won't understand. Times to tell you all. Okay, next one, students. The same point 5 comma 4, it's not, the reflection is not an axis. Okay, it's not an axis x or y. The reflection is, I'll give you a value, y is equal to 2. So apart from this 5 and 4, there is an extra value. Apart from 5 and 4, look at this, y has extra value 2, which means in y axis where there is 2, we are placing the mirror in this direction. This is the mirror. Okay, so imagine you're standing at point A. If you're facing the mirror, your object is somewhere here in this region. Right? So how will you measure it? From mirror to this point, what's the distance? 2 units. So if you bring it down, this is 1 unit and this is another unit. Where is your image? 5 comma 0. Is this clear? How to plot? So before this question, we solved one graph question. In that question, the mirror was on either x-axis or y-axis. So this is one type of question where you'll have mirror on x or y. Second type of question is they'll give a separate value y. So you need to draw a line and find the value. 5 comma 0 is the answer. Okay, 5 comma 0. Now it might look easy. 5 comma 0. You understood the reflection, Amy? Okay. Two points, right? So from 2, if I move 2 points, the first point is where? No. First point is at 1. Second point, it goes on which axis? Were you there when I taught basic first class? Okay, how do you name the point? What is coordinate meaning? You should have x-axis x value and y value. So x is 5 and y is what? It's not touching y, right? So it is 0. Okay, now it might be easy, students. But if you know the formula, you can solve tough questions. Sometimes, look, I give you an example. Sometimes the point will be here. For example, 5 comma minus 3. And your mirror will be in some position like this. Okay, then you can't measure, see, you can't measure this distance and you can't plot the point somewhere here. You can't use ruler. Okay, so that time formula matters. That time we have to make use of this formula. So keep this formula as additional part. Mostly in a textbook it might not be given, but for board exams, 1 or 2 questions they have asked on this formula. Fine. So now this is the, see, this is the actual image. 5 comma 0, we'll keep it aside. And there's an extra value given for y. All of you will observe here, actual point is 5 comma 4, extra value is given for y. Whatever extra value is given for y, take it as a. Fine. Now which one has extra value, x or y? Which one has extra value? Y. So the formula will be like this. Look here, x as it is, for y it is minus y plus 2 into a. Okay, so the actual point, take it as x and y. Look here, x is 5 comma minus y is 4 plus this a part, take that extra formula, students. What is a value? 2. 5 comma minus 4 plus 4. Are we getting 5 comma 0? This is even without plotting the what you call this graph. If they give it for MCQ, this is how you have to solve. You don't have to waste your time solving graph for MCQ question. Is this clear? Did you understand the difference? Now no. For MCQ, don't need graph, Amy. MCQ only 4 options will be given, students. They won't care how you get the answer for MCQ. All that matters. Now for normal question, only graph is enough. Okay, graph calculation is not enough. I mean, not required. For this, as per your questions in the textbook, that formula is not required. But for board exam, when I solve questions, previous year question, that time that formula will be helpful. Fine, I'll give one more. There's a point B minus 5 comma 3. Apart from this, they have told that x is equals to minus 2. Which one has extra value? See, whatever they give, this coordinate, what you have to take, x comma y. Apart from this, which one has extra form value? X. So whichever has extra value, what do you take this as? What do you assume to take it as? A. Now, x has extra value. What's the formula, students? Y will remain as it is, minus x plus 2a. First thing. Second thing, minus as it is. What is x value here? Write it in bracket. Plus. What is a value? Minus 2. Comma. What is y? 3. So x and y, you take it from the image itself, from the point itself. Only that additional value which is given for x, take it as a. So if you solve this, minus into minus is plus 5 minus 4 comma 3. What's the answer? So where is this image falls? This image falls at 1 comma 3. Is this calculation clear? Okay, 1 comma 3. Now let me erase. We'll check whether you get 1 comma 3. Okay, the actual point is minus 5 comma 3. Minus 5, 3, second quadrant. Okay, now where is the mirror, students? Mirror is at which position? Minus 2, right? X value. Look here, x minus 2. Just draw it. This is the mirror. So imagine you're standing at point B. The extra value which is given, x, that is the mirror. So after using formula, we got 1 comma 3. Let us check. Now look here. From the mirror to the point where you're standing, what's the distance? Count the number of distance. 3, right? Ignore minus sign. Ignore minus. Look here. You're at 5. See, I'll pull this point. You're at 5. 1, 2, 3. How many positions you have to move forward? 3. Basic. Just basic. Think about your number line. 3. Now you're at this point. Your image is exactly 3 centimeters away. 1, 2, 3. What's the answer here? Isn't your image formed here? What's the answer? Are we getting 1 comma 3? See, even without using graph, we get 1 comma 3 using formula. So this was the concept. We'll start plotting the graph. First we'll plot the graph, then we'll use the formula and cross check the value whether answer is right. Okay, 12th question. All of you will plot this, students. 4 comma 1 minus 2 comma 4. Take a graph, plot this. And one more thing, look at x and y. What's the maximum value we have? Maximum is 4, right? Look at the coordinate. 12th question. Maximum is 4. So what will you take the axis value? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 4, 6, 8? How can you take 2, 4, 6, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4? Anyways, 4 is given. If 7 was given, you could have taken 2, 4, 6, 8. So you have to think, even if axis is not mentioned, you should know how to take the values. Draw the graph, all of you. Take 1, 2, 3, 4. Start solving, student. Don't just sit and watch. You may think it is easy, later it would be very difficult. If you're not practicing now, later it will be difficult. Two units. Okay, you have graph with you, Amy? See, each box, I'll repeat once again, student, those who don't know, concentrate here. Each box is how many centimeters I told? 2, right? But that day, the way you all told, your teacher is taught you in opposite way. Okay, look, I'll tell you the exact thing. Take the middle line. Don't just randomly take some line like this. Take the middle one. Like this. For vertical line, remember, students, for vertical, definitely there'll be a middle line. Left hand side will have 5 and right hand side will have 5 boxes. But for horizontal line, there's one box extra. Okay, so let me take somewhere here. Now, Amy, look at the points. 12th question. What is P value given? And Q is? Yes, minus 2 and 4. Look at all the 4 values. All the 4 values are less than 5, right? So if I take 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, are we able to plot the values? Okay, if any one point, for example, P was given 7, 3. If I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it possible to plot 7? No. So 7 is going out of range, students. 7 lies somewhere here. Then what do you take? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 4, 6, 8? Yeah, then you take 2, 4, 6, 8. Listen, all of you all. If 7, 3 is given, we could have taken 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Same thing you have to take here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 7 lies in between 6 and 8. Can you see middle line? Total you'll have 10 small lines. Take the middle one. And 3 lies somewhere in between 2 and 4. This is 3 and this is 7. This is the point. Now scale. How do you write scale for this? For whatever graph you use, you have scale is mandatory. In x-axis, observe the x-axis, students. This one box is 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter is equal to how many units have we taken? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 4, 6, 8? Yes, so you have to write x-axis. We don't write one box is equal to 2 units. We don't write like this. This one box, what's the value of one box? 2 centimeter. So you write x-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 2 units. If you take 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 times table, that is if any point D as 9, 12. If you take if it is 9, 12 students, we are only up to 10. 12 goes out of the range, right? Then which table do we take? Which timetable? Yes. This is very rare. In board exam, you don't get 3, 6, 9. Very rare, just for example. Then how do you write the scale? 2 centimeter is equal to 2 units or 3 units? You write 3 units. Same goes for 4 times table. If any value, example E is given as 12, 16. So 12, 16, even if you take 3 times table, 16 goes out of range. So use 4 times table. Then you write 2 centimeter is equal to 4 units. Is this clear? Understood how to write scale? Same thing for y, students. Even for y-axis, same thing. Whatever you write in x-axis, write the same for y-axis. Write x-axis, 2 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Today till 8:30. Yeah, start plotting. Write 1, 2, 3, 4 students for this question. All of you will write the. Be quick. Pi minus 1 minus 2. Write y dash. Okay, look at the 12th question, students. Where's the first point given? P is 4, 1. All of you will plot 4, 1. 4, 1. Next, Q minus 2, 4. Second quadrant minus 2, 4 is your Q. Okay. Now where is the mirror? Reflected in x-axis, y-axis, or they've given us additional value? Additional value, right? So mirror is neither in x-axis nor y-axis, but y is equal to 3. All of you will stop writing, concentrate here. Y is equal to 3. So y is 3. The point is here. Just draw line like this. This is the mirror. For this mirror, what is the distance between the mirror and Q, students? Point Q. 1 unit, right? If it reflects, where will it fall? Can you see 1 unit? So take this as q dash. What's the answer for this? Minus 2 comma 2. Now look at this point, P point. I've extended the mirror. What's the distance between the mirror and the point? Yeah, two boxes. Opposite two boxes, P dash will be here. What's the value for? Yes, 4 comma 5 is the answer. Can you check the answer in textbook? It's the same? Okay. So what's the question given? Find the coordinates of P dash, the image of P and Q dash. Image of Q. Okay, so there's slight confusion in this question, students. Find the coordinates of P dash, the image of P, and Q dash, the image of Q. Okay, see, find the coordinates of P dash, the image. This is one question. Then you need to find Q dash, which is the image of Q. This is the answer. Q dash and P dash. Shall we do the next one? Okay, 13th one. Just look at the screen. I'll do the 13th one. Point P lies 2 comma minus 3 is submedian, students. Got the same with formula? With formula you're getting different? Okay, using without formula in graph, what did you get? Which question you're telling? The 12 or 13th? 12th. Oh, fine, students. So see, formula is not required. I'll tell you when formula. I think none of the questions here, it's not that tough. Everything is easy. Okay. So when required, we'll use formula. For now, formula is not required because later if I teach all the formula, you won't be able to connect it with the graph. That's the reason in the beginning itself I taught. Okay, look at 12th question. 13th question, minus 2 comma 3 and is reflected in which axis? X, Y or X is equal to 2. There's a special value given here, right? Additional value? Yes. So X is equals to 2. Let me take X is equals to 2. Can you see the point? Pink one. Here I'll pull a line, student. This is the mirror. Okay. Now look at this distance. How many boxes are there from here to here? How come two? Look here. Yellow one is one box, right? Next green. Then we have pink one. And then the blue one. Total how many boxes, students? 4. So your mirror should be opposite. How many boxes? 4. So for 4 there is no space. But imagine there is 5 and there is another box here. What will be the value of this? 6, right? No, till 6. So what will be the answer? 6 comma? How come 5? In 3. In y-axis isn't it 3? 6 comma 3, students. The answer for this is P dash is 6 comma 3. See, this is where the confusion starts. So students may think only 5 is available. Sixth one they would miss. Okay, so in exam you won't even know whether to take 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 4, 6, 8. All of you understood this point? What I told? Opposite 4 boxes, but we have only 3 boxes still here. So the fourth box, even if it's not there, forget about that. Assume that as 6 students. 6 comma 3. So our answer is 6 comma 3. So this is where the formula comes into picture. See, let us use the formula and try. 6 comma 3. I'll erase all this. Actual image is 6 comma 3. 13th question. Look at 13th one. Minus 2 comma 3. Take this as x and y. Which one has additional value, x or y? X. So this, what will you take 2 as? We'll take it as a. If x has additional value, what's the formula? Minus x plus comma, no, not equals, comma y. Now substitute all the values, students. Minus what is x value? Plus 2 into what is y value? I mean a value, comma 3. So if you solve this, minus into minus is plus 2 plus 2 2s are 2 plus 4. Are we getting the answer? So for this question, graph wasn't required. You check your answer textbook. What's this given? What is p dash value given? 6 comma. What is p dash, student? 6 comma 3, right? This is how we solve using formula. See, still some students might have doubt. Doubt in the sense they may think, okay, in textbook formula is not given, let me not use it. If you have that mindset, definitely you will struggle later, students, because some questions definitely requires formula. Okay. For example, I showed you this. For this question, the image was out of the reference line. It was out of graph. Okay, so never ignore this formula part. It is important. That's it. Most of the questions are related to that. Look here. Try the 14th one. All of you. Wait, let us try. Let us try without using the graph, students. Look at the 14th one. All of you will concentrate. 14th. A point AB is reflected in which axis? Okay, look here. R of x. If it is reflected in x-axis, which is 0. So what is P dash? Yes. No, no. Correct. If y is 0, which value is changing? Y value, right? A minus B is the answer. Next. Write down the values of A and B. Okay. A and B is reflected in the x-axis to P dash 2 comma minus 3. Actual value of P dash is what? So I'll write it below. 2 comma minus 3. Now just compare. What is A value? What is B value? No, no, not minus 3. For B, take minus B is equal to minus 3. Both minus gets cancelled. B is equal to 3. First, without the graph, students. Let us solve without the graph. How did your ma'am do the 14th one? Using graph? No? Okay, because the reason is, can you see last such that x has an additional value here? For this rough graph, okay. For this definitely we need formula, or even rough graph is also fine. Okay, we got A and B. All of you understood how we got A and B? So you have to compare. Amy, you have to compare like this. Can you see the box which I've drawn? Yeah, just write A is write A. Even that is also fine, right? Tau will want students. Look here. I'll explain once again. AB R of X, which means Y is 0. Okay, so concentrate. You all may think reflection is easy, but it is very confusing. Y is 0. Y value changes. We know Y value changes, but actually what's the Y value P dash given here? 2 comma. If you want, you can even write it like this, 2 comma minus 3. After changing, what is the value it changes to? No. Here. This is where, just ignore that. First keep this 2 comma minus 3 as it is. First tell me this point, students. After reflection, what did you get? A comma minus B. But A comma minus B is not the actual answer. What is A comma minus B given? 2 comma minus 3. Now let us compare. What is A value? 2. For B, take the entire thing, right? Minus B is equal to minus 3. Yes. What is B? B is equal to 3. So what they mean by this is, what is A value 2 and 3, right? See, the actual meaning is, if this is the actual question, students, 2 comma 3, after reflection y is equal to 0, what do you get? What do we get? No, 2 comma minus 3, right? See, that is the answer they have given in the question. Right? So what they want us to find is A and B. So do it like this. Just ignore all this. Do it in the same way, students, like this. Write down the value of A and B. P double dash is the image of P. Read the next part of sentence. I'll read the next part. You all have to try. P double dash is the image of which one? P, right? So left hand side take P. What is P value, actual value after getting, don't write AB. What is AB value? Minus 3. Limit is just 3, right? 2 comma 3. Now this is reflected in which axis? R of Y. If it reflects in R Y axis, X is equal to, so the new image, whatever you get, what's the name given to that? Name. P dash or double dash? Yes. Find the answer. If X is 0, X value will change. Minus 2 comma 3. Write down the coordinates of P double dash. Okay, try the next part. What do you have to find? Find the coordinates of. Okay. When? Yeah, we can use formula or we can use a simple graph. Write the coordinates of P triple dash. Okay, which means that is the object. Right? So before solving the last part, students, first go through the first 4 lines, see what I've done. Let me know whether you've understood or not. Anya, Deborah, you all solving? Well, they're online. Six. Okay. See, it can be same or different. Try it, students. I'll explain. So once you have understood this, try P triple dash. Find the coordinates of P triple dash where P is reflected in line parallel to y axis. If you haven't understood the last part, just ignore. Did you understand these two? All of you completed? Okay, let me erase all this. Find the coordinate p triple dash where p is reflected in the parallel. Okay, let me erase all this. We got, what was a value, students? Can you just tell me? A was 2 and 3, right? Okay, now look here. Find the coordinates of p triple dash. P triple dash is the new object which we need to find. So that should be on the right hand side. Okay, next. When P is reflected, whichever is reflecting, that's our main object P. In the question, what is P value given in the beginning? What is A value? 2, 3. This is the main value. Fine. Now, where is it reflected? Is it reflected in x-axis, y-axis? Is anything given? No, no, no. Reflected in the line parallel to x-axis. It doesn't mean it is x-axis, students. They should give a direct value like this. Reflected in x-axis or reflected in y-axis. Is anything mentioned like this? What are you telling me? It should directly be given like this. Have they given direct, or can you see the word parallel is given? Parallel, which means we have to use formula here. They didn't clearly mention whether it is reflected in x-axis or y-axis. Apart from that, can you see they've given an extra value? What is this extra value? X is equal to 4. Okay, look here, x is equal to 4. If extra value is given, what do you take this extra value as? A. First point. Next, take this as x and y. X has extra value, students. So what's the formula? Minus x plus 2a. Correct, comma 4. Minus what is x value? 2 plus 2 into what is a value? 4. What is y value? 3. Minus 2 plus 2 4s are 8, comma 3. What is minus 2 plus 8? So what is the answer? If you haven't understood, no problem. We'll use a graph. I'll use graph and I'll teach this. So the last question, it is not clearly mentioned whether it is reflected in x-axis or y-axis. Instead, they have given parallel. That is not required. They have given an additional value x. All of you done? 6, 3. Okay. Look at the same, student. X is equal to 4 I've written. I'll erase all this. Those who feel this formula stuff, so do one thing. Even in exam, you can either do it in graph or do a rough sketch. Look at this rough sketch. X-axis, y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Where is this point? 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 is here. So graph is actually easy but time consuming. You have to do the rough diagram. Now, where is the mirror placed? Where is the mirror placed? 4. Can you see the point here? And what else they have given here? Parallel to y-axis, right? What do you mean by parallel line? Remember I told you parallel line? If this is y, the parallel line will run like this, students. Will run through this point. Can you all see the parallel line? Now, if this is the point from here to this is the mirror. What's the distance? How many points? You use number line, basic number line. 1, not 3. How come 3? 1, 2. And from here, how many positions I have to move? 2. So this will be 5 and this will be 6. So the point lies somewhere here. What's the answer? 6 comma. Are we getting the same answer? All of you understood graph? Is the graph clear? See, this graph can be a rough diagram, students. It's not mandatory you have to use a graph. It can be a rough diagram. So this is what they meant. They meant parallel to y-axis, meaning y-axis and parallel line. Look, both are parallel. And use basic number line concept. Move from one point to another point. Should we do the next one? All of you completed this? Okay, what's the time? Yeah, rejoin students. Meeting might end. I'll just quickly send you all another link. All of you will rejoin. Okay, all of you will take 5 minutes break. We'll continue at 7:05. Okay, shall we start? All of you online? One, two, three. I sent the link to both the groups, right? Okay, try the 15th, 16th, 17th students. Only three left. Try the 15th one, all of you. Okay, for this we need a graph. What's the answer for A dash, students? Okay, 3 comma minus 4. Next. Tell me, all of you look at B. B value is, what is B value given? 0 comma. You need to find B dash, but is any reflection mentioned? What they have mentioned here? Reflection in A dash. If your reflection is A dash, here it is not X or Y. A dash. We need to use graph here. I'll tell you what A dash means. See, concentrate. Don't solve, students. Don't draw the graph. Once after I complete, you can try. See, if you want to find b dash, we need a dash. First, we need to plot a 3, 4. Next, where is the reflection, students? Where is a dash? 3, 4. Where is 3, 4? Fourth quadrant, right? 3, 4 is here. Okay. Next, b dash. In order to plot b, first let us take b value 0, 2. 0, 2 is in which axis? Which value is given? Y axis, right? This is 0, 2 is here. This is reflecting where? Yes. This is no. Where is it reflecting? A dash, right? What do you mean by A dash? Reflection A dash is the mirror. So let me join this. Okay, this is the mirror. Now all of you look at B, students. What's the distance between B and the mirror? How many boxes are there? 3 units. From here, how many boxes? 3, right? So if I extend here, yeah, it's going away from the graph, but take it as 6. 6, 2 is the answer. That's the answer for B. 6, 2. Draw the graph. All of you, another 7 up to 8:20 I'll conduct. Be quick. Okay. Use the same graph for the next. What is given, students? Okay. Just a minute. All of you completed, right? Anyone is still doing? No? Okay. So if anyone is still doing, let me know. I'll give time. Look at the C1, students. What is C question? See, this is A question, this is B question, next C question. A double dash. See, first observe this. Find the image. This is how we have to continue. Find the image of which one? Next one. Respond. A double dash, right? So image always comes on the right hand side. Remember, A double dash. Okay. Of meaning is this is the actual image of A. What is A value given? What is A value given? 3 comma 4. Okay. Look here. Observe the way I've written. Image A dash. Image A double dash is always on right hand side. Reflection under which axis? Y axis. For this graph is not required. Which value? What's the answer? Minus 3 comma 4. Let me complete D. Later you can copy. Image B double dash. Where it has to, where I have to write, students? On the right hand side, right? B double dash. Of B meaning is that's the main B. What is B value? 2. Under reflection in which line? No. A dash dash. A dash dash. Can you see A? Is A dash dash given? A double dash? No. We didn't plot, right? So look at, I'll erase all this, students. I'll erase all this. A, is it, can you just check your textbook? Is it A dash or A double dash? A double dash. So A I have plotted. Let me plot A double dash. What is A double dash answers given? Okay. Let me plot minus 3 comma 4 here. This is A double dash answer. Okay. So just join this to, so this is the actual mirror for us now. This is the mirror image. I mean mirror. Okay, mirror line. 0 comma 2. What is B value? What is B value? 0 comma 2, right? See, 0 comma 2. Where is 0 comma 2? Here, B. So from the mirror, how many boxes? 2 units. Above 2 units, where's the answer? 0 comma 6 is the answer. So I'll write the reflection here. R, they had given A double dash. That's the reason I have to draw. All of you completed? Oh, so which question? 16th one. See, 16th one, try it for homework, students. 1 centimeter, 1 unit. Why they have given 1 centimeter? Okay, take 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, try the 16th for homework. 17th one is slightly different. There is perpendicular and all those things. I'll explain tomorrow. Okay, so 17th one will onwards will continue tomorrow. Last one is left. Try the 16th one for homework students. All of you have to complete and send it to me. Is it clear? It's a slightly different except the last invariant. I've even told you what is invariant. The value will not change. Try solving. If you're not getting, we'll do it tomorrow.